Hello students and welcome to mathematics class for class 6. Today we will be starting with a new chapter. The chapter number is chapter 10. Name is mensuration. Now, so far we have learned about different arithmetics, geometry. Today we will be learning about mensuration. Now, what does mensuration mean? Right? Mensuration simply means measurement. Measurement of objects, measurement of different lengths, different distances. It includes measuring, for example, I have a playground, measuring the total distance. Starting from here, you go all around. So all these type of measurements, measurement of different spaces. For example, this is the space given, we have to measure this particular space. Now, all these measurements come under mensuration, or in short, in simple terms, mensuration simply means measurement. Okay, so let's start with the chapter. Now, as the name itself depicts, it is about measurement. So far we have learned some topics about measuring the sides of squares, measuring the side of rectangles, and all this. Today we will learn about the first topic, that is perimeter. All right, children. Now, perimeter is simply, if you put it simply, it is the total distance. For example, I have a square with me, okay? And if I have the square as 5, one side is 5, that means in a square, all the sides will be 5, right? Because all the sides are equal. Now, if you are asked, find the perimeter for this square, what you are going to do is, you're going to measure this, take this measurement, plus this, plus this, plus this. All right? It just means 5 plus this 5 plus this 5 plus this 5. So it gives you 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 units. Now, to understand perimeter, it simply means the distance starting from here around the boundary of any closed figure. Okay, now if I have again a rectangle, for example, let's say I have 2 here, 1, 2, 1. If I ask you to find the perimeter for this rectangle, you simply have to find the total distance. Total distance means from here you go all the way around and come back to the same point. That means this 2 plus this 1 plus this 2 plus 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this perimeter is simply finding the total distance of the boundary. All right, in short, we can say the boundary. We can take another example. Let's say this is your football ground. You started walking from here, right? You went all the way. You went all the way around and came back to the same point. Okay? All right, so the total distance covered by you walked all the way and came back to the same point. So the total distance traveled around the boundary of the playground is called the perimeter. All right, children. Now let's learn about some formulae. Now, for the first one, we have square. The square looks like this. Now, for this square, rectangle and all, we have some formula, okay? So we will be applying them. So for this square, this is called side, S. If this is S, all of them will be S, right? So the formula is 4 into side, or 4S. This is your perimeter formula. Okay, children? This is your perimeter formula, for square. Four sides all are same, so instead of adding, we are multiplying. All right. Similarly, for rectangle, let's say this is your length, this is your breadth. Now in rectangle, opposite sides are equal, right? So we can say that this opposite side is also L. This opposite to this is also B. That means length, breadth, length, breadth. Now formula for this will be 2 into bracket L plus B. That means add these two and multiply by 2. That means add these two, add these two. 2 times, right? You're adding 2 times. So 2 times of L plus B. So this is your formula for square and rectangle. Now, for we will learn one more thing for a triangle. A particular triangle that is equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, we have a triangle in this manner, all right? And the specialty about this triangle is that it's like a square. All the sides are equal. So if I write S here, or before we write S, if I say that this side is 2, that means in an equilateral triangle, if one side is 2, the others are also 2. Okay? So similarly, it is the same as square, but the only difference is its shape. Now, if I say that this is S, all the sides will be S. Okay, children? Now, the formula for this will be 3 into side. Now, one side is equal to S, so instead of this side, I will write 3S. 3S, you read it as 3S, but it is 3 into S, okay? All right, children? So this is all about the formula. You have to memorize this, all right? For square, 4S. For rectangle, 2 into L plus B. Or you can read 2 into whole L plus B. Equilateral triangle, 3 into S. So these are the formulae for the different shapes. Now, before we move on to the different topic, let's look at some type of questions that may come. Some type of questions that may be asked regarding perimeter. Now, in some questions, we may get something like this. They may give you something like this. We don't know the name of the shape, right? We do not know the name of the shape, but let's say they have given us measurements. From here to here is 2, from here to here is 2, from here to here is 2. Let's say this is 1, let's say this is 3, and this is 3. Okay? So these are the distances given. And they ask you to find the perimeter for this. So perimeter is simply the total boundary, right? The total boundary. So we have all the length of all the sides. So it becomes very easy. You simply have to add them all. Let's start with this and go around like this. 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus this one, 1 plus 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have total perimeter is 13 units. Units means it can be cm, it can be centimeter, meter, all right? So let's say this is centimeter. Let's say that this is centimeter. Instead of units, we will write centimeter. Right? This is one type of question that may come, that they may ask you. So if you see figures like this, no names, they don't have names. If you see figures like this, simply add all the sides. That way you get your perimeter. All right, children? The next type of question may also be in this format. For example, the perimeter may be given. Perimeter of square is equal to, let's say, 20 meters. or let's say 20 centimeter for easier reference. And they have given you perimeter of square. They are asking you to find side S. Now, since we know perimeter of square, the formula is 4S, right? Since we know this formula, let's apply it. Now, this perimeter of square is how much? 20 centimeter and 4S. Now, what we are going to do is, we're going to bring this 4 this side. So, 20 by 4. It is multiply here. When you take it on the other side, it becomes divide. So, 4 into 1, 4 into 5 is 20. Therefore, S is equal to 5 centimeter. So, these are the two types of questions that may come. All right. Indirect questions for perimeter. So, with that, we will come to the end of the topic perimeter. Let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is also very easy. It is called area. Now, area means the space occupied, all right? Or we can say the amount of surface occupied, or the amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure. For example, I draw any shape like this, all right? Any figure like this. The space that is inside, this space enclosed by the figure, okay? This is called your area. For example, I have a square inside. All these are called area. All right, children? You can also look at your blackboard. Say this is your blackboard. The whole space enclosed by the boundary, okay, is called your area. All right. So area you'll find everywhere. Let's look at some formulae. Now, let's talk about area of square. Your square is in this shape. Let's say again this is S, S, S. S for side, okay? So its formula will be side into side, or S into S. Okay, children? So this is the formula. Right, for area of square. Then area of rectangle. We know the rectangle shape. This is length, means opposite side also will be length. This is breadth, means opposite side is also equal, so it will be breadth. Now the formula will be length into breadth. Okay, these are the two formulae that you may have to memorize, right, and understand. So this is about area. Area simply means the area enclosed, the surface enclosed, okay, by closed figures. All these are closed figures. For example, if I have something like this, I have a gap here. I cannot find the area for this, all right. Since it is not a closed figure, it will be difficult for me to find the area for this, all right. So this is all about the formulae. Now let's look at some possible type of questions that may come, okay. So in the first type, we may be asked some questions on a square paper, all right. Let's say that they give us a figure like this, right? This is the marked portion, and they asked us to find the area for this part. Now this is a square paper. If you're asked to find the area for this part, you will simply, what you will do is you simply count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 units, 4 parts, and each unit is equal to 1, okay, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So when they ask you to find the area, you simply multiply 4 into 1, you will get 4 square unit. All right. So this is about finding different shapes, different area of different shapes on a square paper. All right. Some may be direct questions. You'll be given length is equal to, let's say, 3, breadth is equal to, let's say, 2. So if they give you like this, 3, 2, find the area for this rectangle. So area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So this and this you multiply. L is 3, B is 2. So you get 6 square unit. Whatever unit, it may be centimeter, it may be meter, it may be millimeter. All right, children. So there is one part, the second part, and there may be some questions in this manner. Some questions where you are given the area first. Let's say your area is 200 and the length or L is given as 50, but breadth is not given. So since you know the formula for area of rectangle, so you know the area of rectangle, so length into breadth. Now area of rectangle is already given 200 and L is already given 50. B we do not know, so we have to find B. So this 50 I will bring this side. Since this is multiply, when it comes this side, it will become divide and B. 0, 0 cancel, 5 into 1, 5 into 4. Therefore, your breadth is 4, your breadth is 4 units. Okay, children? So this is all about the different types of questions that we may get in the textbook. So with this, I hope you have understood about perimeter and area. This is all about calculation, and to master this you have to memorize the formulae that we have already discussed. So please practice, please memorize them and try to understand how these formulae are established. Okay, and we will apply these in the coming exercises that we are going to solve one by one. So until then, please take care and stay safe.